Tammy here. So today I'm going to talk about Chasing Desires, written by Kasey Martin. Chasing Desire is a BWWM book. It is also a mix of FBI, ex-military, mafia, and with a little bit of mystery to it. Kasey Martin, written. She writes. She has written a few books before. They all follow the same genre of writing, either some form of military, police, or X-Force background to it. So her writing always is mostly military or somewhat X-Force related. So I love her books. So back to this book. This book, the main characters are Chase, Lorenzo. We get to see Jeremy from a previous book. Get to also meet a few other characters such as Mark and Mike. And we get to see Brandon again, and Corin, and Corey's fiance. I forgot his name. He has his own book. Him and Corey has their own book, and then Lauren. So, but the main characters of this book are Chase and Lorenzo. Chase is an FBI agent. She's basically trying to avenge her partner's death. She thinks her partner was killed by the mafia. So she's trying to find ways to get into the mafia, to get the background, to get in there somehow to avenge his death. Chase and her partner were undercover cops. Lorenzo used to be in the mafia. He's not in the mafia anymore. Chase already knew this, so Chase manipulated her way into his life by being undercover. And when Lorenzo found out that she wasn't mafia anymore, their relationship was at a standstill. So further on into the book, Chase ended up convincing Lorenzo to let her come into his life back and be into part of his clubs. Since he's out of the mafia, but he still has family member that's in the mafia, the family member that she wants to get to that she accused of killing her partner. So Lorenzo wasn't really up for it. He just like, no, we stick together. We don't snitch. I am not a snitch. We don't play that role. Whether I'm in the mafia or not, we don't snitch. So she was trying to convince him to let her come into his life and play a supporting girlfriend, because he was hurt, and she would be there to help him out while he's trying to heal and recover from his injuries. So that didn't work out. So he said, no, I'm not doing that. So she went to Jake and she told Jake what was going on. So Jake went to him, and Jake was like, oh, you're really not going to let Chase help you with this situation? Like, why would you try to cover them when they're trying to hurt you? He was like, I'm not a snitch, so I'm not going to be labeled as a snitch. I won't do it. Anyway, long story short with that, he ended up having Chase in a part of his life, a part of his club, and a part of his life as his girlfriend. Charlie's into the book too. Charlie's Jake's wife, and she's also Corey's cousin. She has her book also. But Charlie, main characters in this book is Lorenzo supported. She basically support him. She's the manager of his club, and he confessed a lot to Charlie about what's going on into his life. So when things needed to arise or things needed to get done, he would talk to Charlie, and Charlie would basically tell Jake, and they will finalize the situation then. So that's really their relationship in the book. Anyway, the book continued going on about Lorenzo and Chase's relationship, their back and forth, and Mike being one part of the X-Force that Jake is in charge of. And Mike likes Charlie, and Chase. And he doesn't want Chase to deal with Lorenzo because he thinks even though he's out the mafia, he's still a bad guy. So Mike is out all into his head and saying, oh, you don't need him. Why would you believe him? He's this, he's that. So no matter what anyone told him, he always had that mindset that Lorenzo's a bad guy. And he really wasn't. He was just not trying to be a part of his family anymore, but he's not trying to snitch them out either. So the guy that Chase is trying to get is Tommy. Tommy is Lorenzo's cousin, or so we thought. So she thinks that Tommy kills her partner, and that she wants to find ways to bring him down. She has her chief that she reports to I don't remember his name right now, but the chief was the one that's telling her that to drop the case, nothing's going on with the case, just to let it go, but she refused to drop it because she wants to avenge her partner's death. Lo and behold, Mike does his investigation and found out that her partner wasn't on the up and up. Daniel, she thinks he's alive, and then that Lorenzo still have stuff going on, but he was just not letting it go. So he went to the chief, and was talking to the chief and saying that, oh, what's going on? Why can't you answer, why can't you tell me where Daniel is and stuff like that? So the chief was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, what's going on? So the chief is basically playing dumb, when in fact the chief knows exactly what's going on. So that's another part of it. It was like, it was so confusing. There was so much drama going on, because every time you think someone is being on the up and up, they're actually lying or being deceitful. And it was just a lot of drama. Not like drama, bad drama, but it's a lot of like, he said, or who's lying, or who's covering up what. And it was basically all dealing with the mafia, because then, and no one really wants to admit what's going on, because who's making money, who snitched who out, won't make any money. So it was just a lot of covering up going on, basically, and the FBI is the head of it. So when Chase finally found out what's really going on, she was heartbroken, because the chief that she looked up to was like her father figure that she never had, because he was her father's best friend, knowing that he was crooked, and all this stuff was going on, and he was just covering up. And it turned out that he was the one that knew exactly what happened to Danielle and was responsible for it. It was crazy, right? Then Lorenzo thought that Tommy was his cousin. No, Tommy is his brother. And Sal, that's his uncle, is actually his dad. His mom is not his mom. The mom is his aunt. And it was just a whole lot of stuff being revealed. I'm like, oh my God, this is just like, it's getting there, it's too much. But in the end, overall, the book was fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I love Girls' Night with Charlie, Brandon, Corey, and there's two new girls in it. I think it's Fern and Eden. They might be coming up in future books, you never know, but there are two new girls in it. Mark won't have a book, I don't think, because he's dating Lauren already, so he has a girlfriend. Mike won't have a book either, because Mike is dating another FBI agent, so he won't have a book either, I don't think. But Kasey Martin did an awesome job with this book. The characters are on point. The story plot are on point. Everything that she does is on point. You guys will really like her book. And I try not to give too much details away anymore, because I know I might ruin the book for a lot of people. But check her out, guys. You will really like this book. Again, it's called Chasing Desires, written by Kasey Martin. Bye, guys.